Stanislav, but what about the research scientist? Do we fall in any specific category, or do we have any benefits of getting the different type of immigrant and non-immigrant visas? Guys, today we're going to be talking about you, research scientist, young, older, doesn't really matter. What does matter is that you do the science, you move the evolution of our species, and you also will learn how to get a free evaluation of your case to come to the US. Hello my dear friends, I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. Today we're talking specifically about scientists and researchers who contribute into the science and what type of programs and visas are good for you. So let me guys first give you a lot of respect, because you know, I would never be able to do this. I would never be able to do this research, sit all day in front of the computer and move the science and do those great things. My biggest respect to you. I think this is amazing. You're doing a great job, and we're using all those technologies that you guys developing in theory first. Number two, the US government has kind of the same opinion as mine. They have a lot of respect for you, and they want you here because you know that US is number one in developing technologies, in budgeting the big universities and labs and scientific research and different type of grants and pharmaceuticals and everything, right? So you guys know that you want to be here, and US government and the private organizations want you here because, first of all, the economic opportunities, the opportunities for your professional development, the networking here is just amazing, okay? Amazing for everybody and specifically for you. So the US government basically writes the policy saying, hey, USCIS, your task is to bring as many researchers and scientists here in the US, and that's what they do. And let me tell you guys, for almost 10 years of my practicing the law here in the US, we never got a single denial for anyone who deals with science. Anyone in STEM category, and of course you fall within the STEM category, and you have a bunch of visas available to you. There are faster visas like O1 and H1B, but there are a little longer, more slower visas like EB-1A and EB-2 NIW, but they get you the green card. So let's start with the faster options, the non-immigrant programs like O1A and H1B. So let's start with O1. O1 is a talent visa. You guys all talented, okay? And I know some of you are gonna start arguing with me that you don't do anything special, you just go to your work every day and you have no extraordinary abilities, but guys, you do. First of all, you definitely have critical leading role in organization with a high reputation. You have your publications, some of you have your dissertations, which could be contribution in the field. You may have some press writing about you or your projects, and if you don't, we know how to get that done. You also have a higher salary than other people in the field, and you need to satisfy only 3 criteria out of the 8. And usually my clients come with me with about 2 criteria. All of you have 2, 3, some of you have 4. And within the next 6 months, we're working on adding more criteria to your case, filing, getting you approved. You do need an employer. And it could be the university, a lab, a private company, but also it could be a company of your own. You register a startup. It could be LLC, it could be corporation, and that same company plays the role of your employer. We've done a lot of cases like that. So O1 is really fast. It's much easier than it sounds, like, oh my God, talent visa, I'm not talented. Trust me on that, okay? Trust me on that. It's much easier. It's not as daunting as it sounds, and it's relatively fast to get. 8 months from the day you start working with my company and my team, you will be in the US, okay? Approximately 8 months. Number 2, H1B. This one, you don't need to do much. You need to have either an employer or a company of your own, you gotta have a higher education. All of you have a higher education, and you need to speak good English, fluent English, all right? Those are the basics. But there's a little bump here, and the bump is the lottery that happens once a year in March. It's over for 2024. It's not only the criteria for this visa, but also you need to be selected in the lottery. That makes it less attractive in my eyes, but also it's possible to do. And the other two visas, the EB-1A, the green card for your talent, this is the older sister of O1. We need to see more criteria, more depth in the criteria. You go to the conferences, you do the peer review of other publications, you work maybe in a couple of good companies, and you're a member of professional associations and things like that. But again, as long as we have 3 criteria to start with, we can add at least another 3 and get you approved. The last but not least is EB-2 NIW, and it also requires a higher education and also the proposed endeavor, proposed project that's in the national interest of the US government. And let me tell you guys, there is a specific example in one of the most famous cases in this type of visa, which is called Danazar. Okay, if you Google Danazar EB-2 NIW, you guys will get that case. Read it, like 9 pages, but there's a lot of information in it. So the specific example of what could be in the national interest of the US government is continuing doing research. You guys have slam dunk cases for your EB-2 NIW for the green card. And if you want to continue doing your research or participate in scientific research or moving the science or doing something with the science, that's your proposed project. Those are slam dunk cases for scientists like you. And if you guys want to know if you have chances, if you want the attorney to assess your case, I have a free evaluation service in the company. What that is, you have the links down below this video. Find the talent visa link, national interest waiver link, or H-1B work visa link. You can fill out all 3, doesn't really matter, but it will take about 2 days for me to analyze your case and let you know which visas are good for you, which criteria we satisfy, which we don't, and if I see the potential in your case, meaning that we can modify your case, make it better within the next 6 months, file it and get your approval, that means that you have a potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning, a special service that has 2 phases, and you will get a written strategy of your case and a list of documents. Smash that like button, get a free evaluation done, subscribe to my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok, and other social media platforms. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.